what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going over 8 things you should know in Dying Light the Beast. This game is actually way bigger than I imagined it would be, and with that comes a lot of changes and hidden features. Which brings me to the start of our list, starting with number 1. Those of you that have played Dying Light 2 know the parkour skill tree you had to unlock in order to achieve certain parkour moves such as wall running and vault jumping, but it looks like in Dying Light the Beast, a few of these moves are already in Crane's skill set by default, like wall running. But one of Crane's moves that is super helpful in parkour is his vault jump ability. If you're jumping over a ledge that's about waist high, if you hold down the kick button, which is X on PlayStation and A on Xbox, as your mid traversal, you can actually get a boost jump off the ledge, making you leap further, which can help make the parkour seem more fluid, as well as help you in a chase from volatiles. Every ledge I go over, I'm always hitting that boost jump. It just makes the game feel a lot more fluid, and without it, I would jump and just come up a little bit short on the ledge that I thought I could clear. So just remember, you can always jump further than you think. At number 2, anytime you're at a trader, just buy all the resources. Okay, maybe not the scrap, as that's common everywhere, but feathers and wires I find are a little hard to find at times, especially if you're a player who likes to use the bow. As to craft arrows, you need to have feathers and wires, but overall, it's just good to buy all the craftable materials from a trader. If you're short on money, make sure to sell your valuables. They don't really serve a purpose besides putting money into your pocket. They even have a button dedicated to selling all your valuables in the trader's menu. You can also sell your weapons you don't use, but they usually don't sell for that much. But hey, it's money. This one's on the list because I found that after playing the game for 12 plus hours, I'm always short on materials, but whenever I see a trader, they usually have everything I need. So please buy from the traders. And at number 3, know what you're falling onto. In previous Dying Light games, you can always fall onto cars from any height. Yeah, I mean any height. Now in Dying Light the Beast, they actually have more places you can fall onto without taking damage, such as cars, like always, but even piles of leaves, which give off an Assassin's Creed vibe, and not only leaves, but tents and even small fabric door awnings within the towns, which are small but can be the difference between life and death. And obviously, water won't make you take fall damage either, but it's nice to know there are more things out there besides trash bags and cars to fall onto. At number 4, upgrade your truck. Every time I find the truck, it's always about to run out of gas. Now you can always just refuel the truck, but if you upgrade the skill called efficient driving, you can go over double the distance with the same amount of fuel in the truck. I wasn't really expecting it to be dramatically different than without using this skill, but no, it actually makes a huge difference and I was pleasantly surprised. Unfortunately, there is nothing to upgrade the durability of the truck, but I still think it holds up well even when you hit the zombies. At number 5, we have a legendary one-handed machete. Now to get this machete, you're going to want to make your way over to Nate Market as shown here on the map. Once you're there, climb to the rooftop and you will see a door with a hard level lockpick. Once you have picked that lock, directly to the left will be a cabinet, and in order to open this cabinet, you have to knock, knock, and knock until it finally opens. And when it does, you'll be gifted with a legendary machete that has nice art and details on it. It's not the strongest by any means, but it's still worth noting for this list. And at number 6, if you head to this area on the map where the train tracks are located, you can get a legendary pistol that's a 2-shot kill, as well as a very good shotgun. Now, in order to do this, first go to the train cart here, which will have that really good shotgun I was just talking about. After you have lockpicked and grabbed that shotgun, make your way to the train cart on the left. You're gonna want to lockpick this door and kill the zombie inside. Once you have killed him, you need to loot his body and should get a convoy access key card. From here, go to the next train that has a generator, then interact with it to turn it on. Next, to the right of the generator will be a cable. Grab that cable and plug it into the first cart that we had unlocked to grab that shotgun. After you have connected that cable, there will be a door to the right. Use that convoy access key card and the door will open and you can grab a bunch of valuables and also a legendary 2-shot pistol. This pistol is pretty nice and has the same design as the SMG, which if you want this SMG, I have a video on my channel on how to acquire it. And at number 7, this is just a tip when you're in a chase from volatiles. I know a lot of players' instinct is just to run and hide, because man, I did that. But did you know that when you're actively getting chased, no matter how fast you go, they will still be able to catch you by leaping? And yeah, it's not a pretty sight. But there is a way to counter this. When you're running, you can hold down Y if you're on Xbox or triangle if you're on PlayStation, and while you're holding this button down, it will make you look behind you as you're still running forward. And doing this, you can also use your UV light at the same time. I've done this a couple times when Crane starts to slow down because of his stamina, and when I'm out of stamina, I just shine the UV, which stops the volatiles and gives me time to regain my stamina. So there's a little tip when you're getting chased by volatiles, but I totally get it if you just want to hide or accept your fate. At number 8, if you make your way over here to the Memorial Hill of Heroes monument, you can actually climb to the top of this monument. I know it doesn't really look like it, but there is a pretty good reward for you at the top. If you climb all the way to the top of the monument, there will be a bird's nest with valuables, but also a blueprint for a charm called Carnage Trophy. And this charm actually gives you plus 2% damage on one-handed weapons. So if you like one-handed weapons like me, make sure you craft this charm to get extra damage on every swing. And there's your top 8 things you should know in Dying Light the Beast. Obviously, there's a boatload of more things in the game, but these are 8 things I think are pretty good to know starting out the gate in Dying Light the Beast. I'll be sure to make more videos breaking down details in the game and areas on the map to explore and get some crazy good gear. But in the meantime, make sure you subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on everything gaming and Dying Light the Beast, and be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video, and I will catch you all in the next one. See ya.